When a narcissist finds a new supply, they rarely announce it, but their behavior changes in ways that are hard to miss once you know what to look for. The signs are often subtle at first, but together they tell a story of emotional distance, deception, and shifting priorities. In this discussion, we're breaking down the real-world red flags that reveal when a narcissist has moved on to someone new, even while they're still keeping you around for convenience. One of the clearest signs is ghosting. They suddenly become unreachable, not answering calls, disappearing for long stretches, and then reappearing with elaborate excuses. They'll blame it on dead phone batteries, late work shifts, or emergencies that conveniently can't be verified. The truth? They can't answer your calls because they're with someone else. Narcissists always have their phones on them, but when another supply is in the picture, they go silent to avoid being caught. Next comes the devaluation phase. The warmth and affection you once received turn into sarcasm, criticism, and subtle jabs. They stop walking on eggshells around you because they no longer need to. When a narcissist begins comparing you to someone else or treating you as a burden, it's often because they already have a backup waiting in the wings. They won't risk losing you until that new connection feels secure, so they'll juggle both, one foot in, one foot out, until they're ready to discard you. Excuses become their new language. They claim they're too busy with work, family, or errands to see you. You'll hear about sick relatives, broken cars, or extra shifts that never end. Narcissists use excuses as a smokescreen to hide what they're really doing, maintaining contact with a new supply while keeping you in emotional limbo. Their phone habits also tell a story. Narcissists with a new supply guard their phones like state secrets. They take them everywhere, even to the bathroom, and keep the screen face down. They might mute notifications, claim to be just playing a game, or pretend to be chatting with coworkers. But those secretive behaviors almost always point to hidden communication with the other person. Another clear shift is emotional withdrawal. They stop sending loving messages, stop calling as much, and offer only minimal communication. A quick good morning or good night. You've gone from being their focus to being a backup option. When you question the change, they'll gaslight you, saying they're just tired, overwhelmed, or dealing with anxiety. They may even claim they need space or that you're overthinking. But real partners don't disappear emotionally while expecting you to stay loyal. They also start running hot and cold. When things go bad with the new supply, they suddenly show interest in you again, calling, texting, being affectionate. But once things smooth out with the other person, they go cold. Their attention shifts back and forth, depending on where they're getting the most validation. You may also notice that they refuse to take phone calls, only wanting to text. If someone says they can't talk right now, but can text, it's because they're with someone else and can't risk being overheard. A person who truly cares about you wants to hear your voice. They don't hide behind text messages. Often, they'll start mentioning other people, coworkers, friends, or even exes more often than before. They may speak negatively about them to throw you off, but if a name keeps coming up, pay attention. Narcissists accidentally reveal who their new supply is through repetition. Even insults can be a disguise for fascination. At the core of it all is your intuition. When your gut tells you something is off, it usually is. If you find yourself questioning their words, searching for explanations online, or feeling uneasy for reasons you can't explain, trust that feeling. Narcissists are skilled at twisting reality, but your instincts are rarely wrong. Finally, when confronted, they'll slip. They might say things like, "I don't need to be here," or "Nobody tells me what to do." What they're really saying is that they have options, and you're not their only one. Those statements are a confession wrapped in arrogance. They're telling you that they could walk away at any time because someone else is already waiting. When you see these patterns, don't ignore them. They're not coincidences or signs that you're insecure. They're evidence of a person who's emotionally checked out and investing their energy elsewhere. The moment you stop excusing their distance, you'll start reclaiming your power. Narcissists rely on confusion and denial, but clarity is their greatest enemy.